One request I've received is to post Czerny Opus 599 along with my suggestions for final tempi and Peery markings. I love Czerny Opus 599 and find it a really useful technical tool. I also just think the exercises are beautiful and fun to teach and to play. So I will be posting 5 Czernys per video with time markers in the comments so individual exercises are easy to find. A few things to consider as you watch these videos, either as a player or as a teacher. So the tempo I list is a suggestion. In general, I like to play Czernys on the fast side because I like to use them to build my students' finger speed. If the speed is too fast for you or for your student, just adjust it to your liking. Fingering. There are some fingerings that I am flexible with and some that I insist upon. If I insist on the fingering, I will highlight it on the score. The reasons I insist on fingering is typically musical and sometimes because it offers extra practice for a specific technique like finger substitutions or repeated fingering, things like that. When do I assign Czerny? So I assign Czerny at the same time or maybe a few weeks after I assign Hanon. So this means the student has completed all of the muscle builders and power finger patterns, both hands alone and hands together. This takes typically about 3 to 6 months. Please keep in mind that my students have tremendous parental support. By parental support, I mean that their parents practice with them at every session and are expected to practice 5 to 7 days a week. Please make any adjustments as needed if this is not the case for you. Musical details. In general, I like the musical details exaggerated, but I kind of simplify them at the beginnings. Specifically, if there's no clear melodic line, I like everything really deep and strong and loud. Once there becomes a melody and an accompaniment, I like the melody really deep, really loud, so clearly the strong voice. And then the accompaniment hand, very, very soft. Once that is a common practice and the student is comfortable with that balance, then the next musical detail I focus on is specifically ends of phrases being soft. Once that is comfortable, then we work on shaping everything and even more of the musical details that are present in the music. How Czerny is incorporated into the lesson. I have a number of items that are rotated through in the technique portion of each assignment. Czerny is one of those items. I hear Czerny once about every 3 to 4 weeks, but the student is expected to practice Czerny every single day that they practice. The assignment process goes like this. If the student is new to reading and can't read music very well, the first Czerny assignment they get is to learn half of the exercise hands alone. Once the student is a decent reader, I assign the entire exercise any speed accurately. Accurately includes notes, rhythm, musical details, and fingering. The next assignment is for the student to prepare the exercise at final tempo and be able to pass it. I call that BATP. They get 3 tries to perform the exercise at final tempo with all musical details, notes, rhythm, fingering accurately in order to pass it. When a student has a Czerny that's ready to pass, I also assign them their next Czerny to learn. So the student is always working on 2 Czernys at the same time, one that they're trying to pass and one that they are trying to get any speed accurately. I hope these suggestions help you as you start your own journey with Czerny.